Nice.
And then I'll have to open some gifts that I probably don't want, but hey, whatever. Maybe one of them will be a blowjob, so that'll be good.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Anyways, let's bring up your next comedian. We got Audrey Scott. Give it up for Audrey here at the Lucky Duck.
Or don't. I don't need shit. I'm fine. France is gay. Do we know this? Do we agree with that?
I've heard of that.
I mean,
France is pretty gay. Like, that's why we're here instead of France, right? And France just got gayer. Let me tell you. Let me give you an alt-right news update. That's all right. I'm left-handed. It just balances out. But so Emmanuel Macron is the president of France. And his wife is named Brigitte. And their whole story is that they met in high school. He was a theater kid, which is the first unrealistic part of it. Who falls in love with a theater kid? Even as an adult, like, at least I would be into a cheerleader. The age gap, he was 14 and she was 47. Pretty bad age gap, you know? And all the photos of her from the past, there's like 3 photos of her are doctored. They're all photos of her daughter. They're not real photos of her. She's a man. There's no proof that she was a woman in the past. She's a man, and that's fine. I don't care about that. I fuck with gays, all right? I just don't fuck with the flag anymore. Too many updates, more than my iPhone. I stopped fucking with the gay flag when they added the circle for gaping assholes. I was just like, that's too much, you know? I think they should make the gay flag tie-dye. Some of them are suicidal anyways. I thought it was inclusive. It's okay, I could be so sad too. But back to the whole she's a man thing. So she's not only a man, but she also is a striking image of the president. There is speculations that Brigitte is the father of Emmanuel Macron. It is a trans person that is the father of their husband. So that's bad, right? Incest. Weird. And West Virginia gets a lot of shit for incest, all right? A lot of shit for it. But the thing is, at least they're not in power. You know, when a royal family member marries their cousin, the baby gets world domination, a palace of corgis, and shitty teeth. When Earl and Pearl fall in love because they've known each other their entire lives, they know how to live with each other. It's not over power and greed. They love each other. These West Virginians keep it in the family, and when that baby pops out, yeah, it has food stamps in its fist. Yeah, the Mountain Dew is blood, but they also have shitty teeth. There's a lot in common. I think West Virginians, you know, at least they're not evil. They're not Rothschilds or anything. They're just fucking their childs of age, you know. They're not pedophile incest, you know. They wait till they're legal. I'm from Virginia, and every time I say that, people are like, oh, West Virginia. And I'm like, no, Virginia's for lovers, not incest lovers, okay? I have a hot second cousin. He won't text me back. He's like married or whatever. I wouldn't fuck an ugly cousin. I have standards. I'm pretty good at Spanish. Hola, amigos. But I can't roll my R's. Unless I'm saying the N-word.
It's hard.
Then people are just shocked at rolling my R's, you know? Yeah. I don't like psychology majors. They're always picking everyone else apart. They're not ever looking inward. I work with one, and she has the worst arthritis in her schedule. She has the most hours. She's just the biggest bitch, you know, just all the time, just this big whiny bitch. And last week, she found out she's had chlamydia for over a year. Talk about not looking inward enough. It was just waft, you know, you could smell it. Like, how do you fucking miss that? You have the worst pussy, bitch, you know? And she's going for criminology. That pussy's a crime, all right? That should be illegal. You know, she was just neglectful, but I worked with another person. She was an evil person. She came up to me and she's like, Audrey, I fucked this guy and I gave him gonorrhea. Didn't tell him. I'm like, how the fuck? What, is that a flat? Like, I'm like, oh my God, go off, whore. Like, what do you want me to fucking say to that? You know, because one time I had diarrhea really bad. Horrible diarrhea. I had to go to the hospital. Got a shit ton of medicine, pun intended. So I'm really thankful now my diarrhea is gonorrhea. So it's worked out for me. I was raised Mormon. It's cool. I'm an LDS on LSD, you know, all over the place. But my mom is still a Mormon to this day, and she's addicted to Oxy. So I call her an Oxy Mormon.
Did you ever soak?
No, because that's a fucking lie. You can't stick your penis inside of a vagina and not pump. You're lying. That's worse than like the Catholics doing anal. You're fucking having sex, you dumb Mormons. You know, I'm not from Utah. I'm not a Utard. I never lived there, so I didn't. That shit didn't rub off on me. Lived all over the place. Believe it or not, I was born in Seattle. I look like this. Me, Seattle? Wow. Crazy. Yeah, when I moved to Austin, I was, believe it or not, I was at a bar talking to a guy. Whoa. This gay bitch talking to a man? Yeah, I was. And he asked me why I moved to Austin. I told him for comedy. And he looked me right in the face and he went, "Do you know you have no rights in Texas?" Which I was shocked. Because, I'm left-handed. I've never had a right. Didn't notice. Also, I thought we were equals. We were sitting at the same table, drinking the same beer, sucking the same dick. The only right he's talking about is the right to kill my child or clusters of cells or wherever you want to fucking call it. You know, you can still do that in Texas. Texas abortion, you just plop the fetus out, step back, shoot it. Stand your fucking ground. You know, a lot of people are saying the pro-choice movement isn't doing too hot. I think they're fucking killing it.
Go on.
It's true. I work next to a Planned Parenthood in a cemetery in Austin. Abortion's decriminalized. If your baby's under 6 ounces, you can slingshot it into the cemetery across the street. Loopholes.
Real shit.
Yeah, I saw this pro-life billboard with a baby on it, and the baby's like, "I could kick." And I'm like, "You can't talk." Also, I could beat your ass, you little baby, dumb bitch. Were you born yesterday? You can't even hold your head up.
Yeah.
Picking someone your own size, bitch. There's a fighting ring at the Planned Parenthood. The ones that don't die. Okay, all right. Yeah. What was it? What else was I gonna say? I was gonna say something weird. Believe it or not. Whoa. Something about abortion. Maybe not. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. I do scare people. I've never really been rejected until I moved to Austin, which is fine. I mean, I moved off a doomsday farm in Virginia. Like, I've shot a lot of guns, gravel driveways, thrown axes. I'm a manly bitch. I have to walk the comics to their cars on 6th Street like, "Hey, get away from her!" Can't help that I have more testosterone than any dude my fucking age. I just soaked it all up. But I don't really have a type of guy. I just have bad types. I've dated a loan shark. I've dated a rapper. And I've dated Waffle House employees. Do you know how down and out you have to be to date a Waffle House employee back to back, smothered and covered, called me a to-go hoe. My bedroom, blue Waffle House. Curtains match the drapes, yeah. First Waffle House employee I dated, he was beautiful man, massive dick, abusive as fuck. No one's perfect, right? And he was a massive drunk, and so I figured instead of leaving him, because that's too easy, I was gonna work out and be stronger than him in case he tried to hit me. So I started working out, and then one day he's coming home, you know, dick in hand. No, he's just drunk, and he comes to the apartment everywhere. And he tries to swing on me. I punch him right in the fucking face. He lands on his back. We fuck. We're not perfect, right? But then 2 weeks later, he takes me out to not Waffle House, that'd be so ghetto, right? We went to Buffalo Wild Wings, like gentlemen. Classy. And then when we got back, he ate me out. Let's do the math here. I'm talking mango habanero lips on my lips. At that point, it was a blue cheese Waffle House. Dude, I was doing anything to get rid of that shit. Just ranch, fucking. That was 7 years ago. It's still curdling down there. Yeah, I like the dating apps because I tried to sell drugs on them and it worked for a while, but then I got banned, even from Tinder. You know how shitty of a person you have to be to get banned from Tinder 7 times? I'm also banned from Reddit. I'm in this one subreddit called "Is This a Bed Bug?" And when I'm feeling vengeful and hateful to the world, I'll tell them it is when it isn't. It's a fucking ladybug, you fucking moron. Yeah, you move out of your shitty little loft. But yeah, I made my own dating app. It's a blue-collar dating app. I call it Blue Collar. I matched with a taxidermist and he stuffed me up. And then I hooked up with a truck driver and he dropped off this really big load. Like cum and jizz and stuff. You had to be there. And then I matched with a magician. I know they're not blue collar, but if something goes wrong, at least you can make the baby disappear. Just shoves a wand up me.
Woo! Go
Yeah.
Audrey.
Thank you so much. It's so kind of you. I'm trying to think. I've worked a lot of service jobs. I worked in a mall, and malls are fucking sad, right? COVID kind of killed malls a lot because people heard of the internet and stuff. Like, my mall back in Virginia was so desperate for people to come back that they turned half the mall into a zoo and an aquarium. There was a sloth in my fucking mall. And it worked. And then I worked at a mall here in Austin, and they didn't have one sloth. They had 100 of them. They were the old people banging on the window of California Pizza Kitchen at 10 in the morning. California. We had an entree there called 2 soups in a bowl. What do you think that is? 2 fucking soups in the same bowl, and you had to pour them perfectly at the same time, so they were yin-yang, and this man ordered it, and I didn't do it right. He's like, man, this doesn't look right. I'm sorry, it's never gonna be right. You ordered 2 soups in a fucking bowl at a mall. There was an old lady that walked in with a COVID mask, a disposable one, and written in Sharpie, it said, my body, my choice. First of all, the toxins aren't helping you, woman, and also no one's fucking you. You can't even fuck yourself. I see your daughter spooning 2 soups in a bowl into your face. I did this thing, I was a massive drunk, and then I got arrested. Now I'm not allowed to be as much, and I used to have these things called car pizzas. Believe it or not, it was a pizza that I would take from work and I'd put it in my car. And for every beer I thought I had one too many of, I would eat this disgusting dry pizza in the back of a bar while I'm doing comedy. People will ask me if I was okay. No, I was not okay. Obviously, I wasn't okay. Now I don't have car pizza. I just have car breathalyzer. Oh my God, it's so much fun. It blows, actually. I have to blow into it twice a day. My boyfriend's jealous. He's getting more than he does. It's a needy breathalyzer, too. It's like, blow harder, blow longer. What are you, my dad? Just kidding. My dad wouldn't fuck me. I didn't have a neck. I wasn't his type. I was too fat. Very grateful I didn't have a neck to give any old men blowjobs as a child. I was...
Overrated.
Yeah. Thank God I was fat. Holy shit. Looks like a human roly-poly. Chinese roly-poly. I'm not even Asian, but I look it. People called me slurs so much. I was like, if I agree to it, will you leave me alone? I lied to people and said I was Japanese for years. And then my boyfriend was about to meet my parents. I'm losing sleep. I'm like, how do I tell someone I'm not Asian at 20 years old? That's fucking crazy. That's a crazy thing to tell someone. And I finally told him, and I was like, do you still love me? He's like, I no longer love you long time. And then we broke up. But yeah, I saw my dad's dick one time. Again, we didn't do anything. He's a good man, good Mormon military man. I just saw it and I was proud of him. I saluted that dick. It was a massive cock. And my mom is a massive woman, so I'm glad that it worked out.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And I'm not saying I'd fuck my dad. That's weird. Again, from Virginia, not West Virginia. I would never fuck my dad. I know what y'all are thinking. Audrey wants to fuck her dad. I don't want to fuck my dad. I don't. I'm just saying if, like, this guy had, like, my dad's dick. If someone else had my dad's cock, I wouldn't mind. Like, if I'm in the sex store and I see this one dildo that has every vein identical to my father's, I wouldn't, like, not buy it. Keep it in the family. What am I going to leave y'all on? They discovered a new dinosaur recently. It's called the Ceratosaurus Rex. Covered in rashes, and the arms are too short for him to scratch itself, so they died off pretty fast. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at _Illuminaudrey. I have a show tomorrow at the Green Room, and I work at Roscoe's Comedy Club. And a lot of people like to call my comedy. I'll leave on this. I don't like child porn.
Who does?
Thank you. Right, because like every time I watch it, dude, like every single time, the acting's too immature. Fucking these kids. Like, I'm hungry. Grow up. It's show business, baby. People call my comedy edgy. It's because I never come. Don't help. Thank you.
Go Audrey.
Yeah.
I don't. I'm reading it.
One more time for Audrey Scott. Nihonjin desu? No. Nihonjin